What's up, gamers? I always try for it and I can't do it. Hey, what's up? Look, I'm trying to get out some sort of disposable content here, some low effort shit, because I'm not gonna get anywhere on one or two videos a month. And someone on Discord suggested I talk about my feelings on E3. And you know, every year E3 seems to be more and more disgusting to me, and I become more and more cynical about it. So I should preface that I don't like events like this. But I haven't watched any of these yet. I'm a little behind, so I'm going to start with Bethesda's because it's usually a train wreck. But and I couldn't tell you how you could produce a video like this and not have it be saccharine to actually feel genuine and not like a credit card commercial.
And through all of it,
you're always there with us.
You are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Oh, dang. Pete Hines? He appeared from the common folk as though he weren't a golden god?
This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors.
Oh shit, they finally brought out the big guns. Disgraced war criminal turned manipulative shill Toddy H. He's gonna have these dorks eating out of his little bird mouth.
We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
That's really funny because you acknowledge that we, for the most part, didn't enjoy you putting out a hollow, cynical cash grab of a game that you knew would fail on launch.
It's not how you launch, it's what it becomes. Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you.
Oh, okay, never mind. So you don't give a shit. My bad, I'll see myself out on that one. There is something admirable to doubling down on this project and expressing what passes for humility in the gaming industry. But this is not a good game. This game will not be remembered as anything other than an awkward bump in the road during a prolonged identity crisis for the industry. This mad dash to find some perpetual money-making service that looks and feels like a game, but is really just a loop that makes you feel like you played a game while paying to do things that every game preceding it let you do solely for the price of admission. Beyond my soreness for a franchise being twisted to become the near opposite of what it set out to do, this was a disaster at launch, and first impressions are important, I think. You can't open up pre-order for a game without saying what the fuck it is, and then pull a fast one and say, not only is this not what you thought it would be, but this shit isn't even finished. Don't worry though, eventually somewhere down the roadmap, this will become something that may have been worth full price. But we need your help to get there. This is all you. All this progress we made, it was you all along. This exists because you idiots kept playing it. So that means we won. That means we're gonna keep this shit rolling. No other industry does this. You don't put a rough cut, barely edited version of a film into theaters and charge people for it, only to slowly piece it together based on audience complaints. I realize it may be weird to say that in a post-Sonic the Hedgehog world.
Let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
All right. Thanks, Todd. It's great to be here at E3. And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
Fuck all this. This isn't a game. This is ephemera. It will be forgotten as quickly as any other shallow time waster you busy yourself with in avoidance of existential dread. I'm not gonna bother with it, so let's just skippy-doo right on through. Who fucking cares? You can play it on the Switch. Don't care.
And yes, it's still free.
for the tip.
I'm gonna humor them continuing to talk about this piss in hopes that I eat my words and maybe retract my feelings about it.
I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault?
Can you help us?
Get the fuck out of here.
That's right. That's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76.
One of the biggest selling points of the original Vision, and they're walking it back because it was so clearly idiotic. Human NPCs return. Congratulations, you've implemented something that any other game on the fucking planet had. I swear they just made a sandbox and sold it to people and then started developing a game as an afterthought.
A battle to the death is the only sure way to judge the superior.
Fuck yeah, you guys ready to pay for all this stuff?
Good luck.
Fuck yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76.
We've turned this dark, depressing, subversive, clever RPG into something 8-year-olds play on iPads, so dope, dude.
We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
I do not know what this is.
We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game.
I will buy this game. I always meet trailers, especially pure scripted CGI trailers, with like a blank mind. I don't want to let it affect me. I want it to purely exist as a sales pitch, an idea pitch. And that idea could come into reality and go any which way. Tons of games have beautifully directed, artfully composed trailers, but the games themselves are deeply disappointing. The trailer for Ghostwire looks fantastic. This looks like a lot of ideas and themes I would enjoy. As a little visual vignette, it's stellar and gorgeously animated. I don't know a gosh dang thing about this actual game and how it will play or anything like that, but on the premise and her alone, my interest is there, so I'll be keeping an eye on this one.
Mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event planner.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Look, you don't gotta convince me that people of all stars and stripes like your games. That's why people are here. This isn't for us, I'd imagine. This is for investors. Nobody here needs to hear this.
I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons.
Oh, I don't care about this either. This is to Elder Scrolls what 76 was to Fallout. I get it, people play this, but I'm asleep right now. I'm trying to be open-minded about this, but boy is it the opposite of what I want from Elder Scrolls. It's always bittersweet when I catch wind of an update to this, or see any of the other very well-made trailers, because it is a world that I'm very fond of. It's just in service of something I will never be interested in playing. Are these like characters? Does this happen in the game? Is this important? I hate that I genuinely enjoyed seeing this moment of a Khajiit being accepted by white people. It seems like some of these people really like this game and or have been paid adequately. So who am I to complain?
And now, for something completely different.
Oh?
Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play mobile game form.
Not interested.
Let's take a look.
Are you fucking with me? I'm not even gonna entertain them. Though you seem like a very nice lady, I'm sure you got a lot invested in this game, but fuck off.
For fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile, so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community
I'm
has
so sick of this. At some point, an IP has to be stretched so thin and watered down so much that it's just vapor. It's a fucking ghost.
Make your play.
Oh, so you admit that there isn't even the slightest hint of immersion or engaging qualities to this because you're playing a card game on your goddamn telephone.
See? Dragons. Speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2. And now Insanity rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Your game is piss yellow last I checked. I didn't play this one. I played the first Rage, and it was fine. It entertained me for the most part, even though it was kind of monotonous and had a lot of graphical issues. I was completely surprised that they chose to revisit this property, but it seemed to come out amidst the announcement of 2 other very similar looking games that kind of really prevented it from grabbing my attention. I think we have more than enough wacky, colorful shooters right now. The conceit of this trailer is really fun though. I mean, if I was into this, I'd probably appreciate it if I was, but I'm not.
Please welcome executive producer.
I'm interested to see anything about this. I'm really liking Wolfenstein's resurgence. The original may have been the first game I ever played. I think it was Wolfenstein 3D and Myst. One of those.
This year we take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games. First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with...
I feel so bad how much none of this is working for me. I don't do VR stuff. I don't want to play games with a thing on my face or have to move around and be active. That's not how I enjoy games.
This summer we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Jesus, the first actual game in what seems like an eternity now.
You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill.
This girl does not like killing Nazis. How many times are they going to say killing Nazis?
Blood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend. Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op.
That silence is sort of understandable. I don't much care for that. You need friends for co-op. I push away anyone that cares about me because I'm desperately afraid of them hurting me.
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
Well, heck yeah, this looks like a ton of fun. I hope it retains some of the slower pacing in the other games, and it's not all just sprinting and dual wielding, but I think this series still shows a lot of character and energy. These 2 leads seem really likable and our design is super cool. I would play this. Deathloop from the Dishonored studio, like I forget what it's called, the Japanese Leftovers game, has a really enjoyable trailer and a really intriguing premise. I like a good time loop, or just time in general as a device to play around with in a narrative. I'm very interested to learn more about this one.
How you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool.
Yeah, alright, you earned that F-bomb. I like these 2.
Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Is game streaming. Ooh, just an icy chill went down my spine. This is not good. I'm worried. I don't like the idea of streaming. I don't like change. Yeah, I don't know about any of this. There's dark energy around this streaming shit. The whole thing is dark-sided.
That's Doom at 60 frames per second without perceptible latency.
I don't know, that frame rate did not look consistent at all, but if you say so. Doom Eternal looks fun, of course. I'm intrigued by their lore expanding, but I mean, I trust them after Doom 2016. This mostly seems to be a lot more of that, which is, I suppose, what I wanted. I'm gonna play it, but I guess I'm not quite as hyped as I figured I would be. I don't know how I feel about this whole heaven business, but we'll see.
The game always has something that's new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
Oh, never mind. I guess we'll see right now. You know, there are some design choices and like throwback platforming stuff here that it doesn't do it for me. I didn't appreciate the last one because it felt like a throwback. I appreciated it because it just felt nice to play. I don't know, I expected to be less empty after seeing more of this. Jeez, I don't like the sound of him grunting. I don't remember that being so audible. In general, I see a more concerted effort to make this game look like it's original, while ramping up what made Doom 2016 successful. Soundtrack sounds just as fun. That's nice.
An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an actual helmet.
I don't want a helmet, though. I'm barely going to be able to afford your game. The idea of a multiplayer game mode where you play as a demon is a lot of fun. I'm not going to partake in that at all. Really cool that they're doing something new and neat like that, though. Well, overall, there were like 3 interesting tidbits in between. A lot of soulless wankery. Like 70% of that was online baloney that has never and will never appeal to me, even if it borrows the face of things I have liked in the past. It's all been pretty underwhelming. Ghostwire, Deathloop seem like they could be interesting. If I knew more about them, Wolfenstein looks like a lot of fun. Doom looks like it'll be more Doom. The rest can fuck off. Hey, special thanks to Resurrection, Heatheran, Game Master, Bayard Brown, and Kai for donating at the highest tier on my Patreon. Look, I don't know how else to say it. You're keeping me alive. And yes, that comes with benefits and drawbacks, but overall, I'm very grateful for that. Very grateful. Sorry this video wasn't to the standard of quality you might be accustomed to, but you know, I wanted to get something out, and I'll tool around with the format of this. You know what? Stay tuned, because there's some actual, review business that you probably subscribed for in the first place coming very soon. Again, thank you, and I'm sorry.